Welcome back to another episode Under the Lights. We have travelled up the A10 to visit the Garden Walk Stadium, which is home to Royston Town FC. Tonight, it's the second leg of the Challenge Cup final, and the home side are 2-0 up from the first leg. It's the Battle of the Birds. It's the Crows versus the Peacocks. Do you know what a Crow's favourite footballer is?
I don't.
Kaka! Kaka! Let's take you on a tour of Garden Walk. Scott, get El Drono in El Skyo. First up is the main stand, which has the club's name emblazoned across the back. Groundhoppers absolutely love taking photos here. Behind the goal, we have some seats in the Brian Rachel stand. We have the wall of thanks for everyone that contributed to the Keep the Crows Flying campaign, which raised money during the pandemic. You've got the cosy clubhouse for all the supporters and the newly built Crow's Nest for all the big dogs. The total capacity at Garden Walk is 5,000 and they have 300 available seats. The club's record attendance came in the FA Cup when they played Malden and Tiptree. Two teams, that's not fair. That day, 1,152 Crows flew in to watch the mighty Royston lose. Let me show you around the home dugout. As you can see, it is on the long side. As for the structure, which is primarily made out of wood, we still have our favourite perspex on the side, back and on the top. As for our substitutes, well, there are 10 seats available on this wooden bench with the lovely addition of these soft cushions. Right next to it, they've got this Brucey bonus of a dugout, which holds an additional 10 substitutes. Onto our technical area, which is made out of artificial grass. It's time for our manager cliche of the week. Now, if you did play along at home last time, you'll know that the answer was Jose Mourinho. But this week, we've gone for a classic old one. Can you tell us which manager said this? All this tippy-tappy stuff everybody keeps going on about as the right way to play football, it's all a load of Don't forget to stick your answers in the comments section below. Who do you think said that famous quote? Rumour has it that the club's current crest design was spotted in programmes dating back to the 50s. The hooded crow has been flying around the district since 1648, where it gained the name the Royston Crow. As for the checkered pattern, well, that has nothing to do with Formula One. It's from the heraldry of the Stuarts, referring to James I's association with the town. Here we have the home jersey, featuring the colour side panels, dry fit technology and raglan style sleeves. It uses lightweight fabric that features sweat wicking technology, basically stops you getting a dab on. The colour of the away kit is hyper turquoise. It has a mesh back to help with ventilation. It's a slim fitting number with a tailored feel and ribbed collar.
Lewis Endicott, women's team manager.
Lewis, how did you get involved with the women's team?
So I was approached about 12 years ago getting involved. I was manager at another club and got involved here, brought a load of players across, and since then just gone from strength to strength, got 2 promotions. Currently in the Eastern Region Premier League, which is step 5 in the women's pyramid, so 4 promotions. We'll be playing Arsenal and Man City.
And what's your style of play?
The way I look at it is the women's, they like to play, okay? We don't have players that can lump the ball 60, 70 yards up the pitch, so we have to work our way up by playing football, and that's why I enjoy getting involved with the women's football team.
And if you could share the dugout with any manager, who would it be?
As a Palace fan, it's probably got to be Vieira. The way he started has been unbelievable, and yeah, it'd have to be him.
Royston Town were formed in 1875, which makes them the 3rd oldest club in Hertfordshire, behind Hitchin and Allez le Bleu, Bishop Stortford. Burnley goalkeeper Will Norris was once a Crow before signing for Cambridge United. He then made the move to Wolves, where Royston's sell-on clause was still active. Ka-ching! They won the Evo Stick League in 2017 by 12 points. That's an absolute landslide. That season they notched up 120 goals, and promotion to the Southern League is the highest level the club have played at. That isn't the first trophy the club have won. Check out some of their silverware. But get on the size of this shield. It's like something out of Game of Thrones. You shall not pass.
Steve Castle, manager of Royston Town.
Steve, you're a Leyton Orient legend and a Plymouth legend. What were you like as a player?
Probably hard to play against. Not the best quality in the world, but I did used to run around like a lunatic, and I did have a knack of scoring goals.
How different is Steve the player to Steve the gaffer?
Not a lot. I think the lads know if I'm not happy. The lads know if I don't not accepting things. But I'd like to be fair and make sure that everything's nice and done properly.
2-0 up in the cup final from the first leg. One hand on the trophy. How do you approach tonight's game?
That's what we don't do. Is like one hand on any trophy. It's 0-0. We go about it. Taunton were a very good team last week. Yes, we've got home advantage, and that's it. Really, the facts are, if we keep a clean sheet, we've won it. We've won it. But I think hopefully we can, show a lot more forward thinking as well.
And what's your style of play?
A little bit mixed, really. I wouldn't say we're certainly not a non-ball team, even though I think other teams think we are. We're a big team and a strong team and a physical team, but at the same time, when the time's right to get the ball down, we've got some very good footballers here, so hopefully we'll show you tonight.
Welcome to Ref Cribs. This spacious design is equipped with your power shower and bathroom. The men in black have provided their own suites and battery-powered flags. The refs aren't in ATM, they're checking to see if there's a kit clash. There was.
My name is Chris Waters, I'm the assistant manager of Royston Town Football Club. Taking you through what we do for our warm-up. We get the boys out nice and early, they have sort of 10-15 minutes by themselves doing whatever they want, get the morale sort of heightened. Then they go in with Scott, our strength and conditioning coach. What they'll do there is elevate heart rates with whatever the movements that he goes through. And then once they come into the football side of it, it's just about getting their mind right, really, making sure plenty of touches on the ball, getting out all the mistakes. We encourage them to make as many mistakes in the warm-up as possible so that they go into the game without the safety cap on as such. So it's all about elevating heart rate, it's all about making sure that they are prepared for a game of football in an enjoyable sort of fashion, really.
Right, I'm back with another non-league food review, and this week I've gone for the cheeseburger, topped with onions and a little bit of mustard. Set me back $3.50. Cup of tea there, that's an extra pound, that's $4.50. Let's see how it tastes. Puffy. Delicate. Burgerific. Is that even a word?
So we are back on the grass for this week's pitch inspection. Royston have been playing at Garden Walk for 90 years, so the pitch does have a little bit of a slope for it. But for a 9-year-old pitch, the grass is in good condition, considering back when I played on it, it was an absolute dust field. Now I know it's not a 3G pitch, but we are going to do our famous bounce test. Here we go. Oh, get on that, labbers. But where does this pitch go on our ratings board? We're going to go for a fresh cut.
This is the Royston Town 2-touch challenge.
That's a bad touch. That's a bad touch. What? Breaking news reaching us here at Garden Walk. Tonight's attendance is a brand new record.